You have to record this because you know you do illegal activity here. Police department with it, sheriff department too. Then you pick and roll a whoever, however, can be a chicken suck for you, right? And I don't run like that. I don't roll like that. That ain't the way I roll. You know my security clearance is above everybody's. You've been effing the F right off with it, local area, and doing everybody up in the whole world. And I do say it to your face. I do say it to a friend in jail. There's been a friend that there's no such thing as a real all in on an inmates, and you trying to play a trick on. No, not him. Not gonna go there with it. I'm not gonna go there. Not gonna go there. Not gonna go there. You know who I did. You know who I do, right? You know why I did it. You know why I did it again. Because monsters. Because you're monsters in disguise trying to make everybody worse than you. And I didn't say to do that. I know what I did. I know what I say. I know you had better also start running too. Then, how well do I know it? Know it enough to record it on record. That you overstepped your bounds too, Warrant Commission. But how many times? How many hundreds, thousands now of dry run warrants? You're playing games, dry run fucking warrants in your case, asshole. Problem people at Telecare too that don't want to pay their insurance premiums want to fight about it because Donald Trump murders gazillions, millions, and billions a day like you fuckers with a bad attitude, trying to say he's the one instead of Howieson's fuck around boss, Hutchens, and Rackakis, and Don, for starters. Fuckers. Murders in the millions, billions, never enough. Trillions. More than that. So Kathy's got a fucking stick up her ass to help you out, right, Rackakis? I saw you coming too. Fucker. Fucker again. So you've been fucking Kathy too, like I said you did. We're bragging about it way back when, you fucking motherfucker. And I know it too, Ray, you little motherfucker, son of a bitch bastard. You don't want to see and hear this. I was gonna go check and see if you're making a mistake about. You do want to hear? Well, you need to eat a dick too, fucker. You want to be in. You want to be inappropriate or non-professional about it. Mary's been fucking everybody behind her. Damian too, Miss Stepfather, whoever the fuck, and sticking it up her ass in every which way on the ship, on the spaceship, you ill commandeer motherfucker Beto, Rigoberto, and whoever the fuck else needs to run like a fucking little puss ass motherfucker needs to die. And I know it sounds tough talk, but you're not really a judge. When you learn to be a judge, when you learn to understand funny friendly and ask Kathy not to murder my ass and call that a judge, then maybe I'll think about having you come talk to me. But you couldn't even leave a message. You couldn't even get anything to do with conversation up. But when the image of when it was and it still is the Lord, asking whoever the fuck murdered the most pre-planners, like we warned you to fuck not to do. You go right to the frickin' pre-planners to fuck me up, and Bob ain't starting being nice. He's still being a fucking dick about it. Worried, huh? Fucking motherfucker. What's wrong? What's being friendly? You're not good. You're not friendly. What do you got to say for yourself? Fuck you some more? You know how loud last night's, this morning's, you know how loud that was? No fucking idea. I told you, if I'm cussing in any way, shape, or form, cocksucker with a box of money, Newport Beach fuck arounds, if I'm cussing in any way, shape, or form, god damn you, Don't say acid on my face and then you must trying to suck my dick the next day later, you fucking bitch. Because you fucking murder too much, I told you, motherfucker. So take your phony fucking warrants, like I said it is, because you're a murder fucking hiatus, and you're mad that I'm yelling at you, instead of putting a pitchfork in your fucking ass forever, and the density alloy equivalents of what the fuck you deserve. I hear your fucking car. About face it and get it the fuck right and don't cause problems here. And don't scare Steve, fucking jackass. I told you to take Rackakis, take Don, and I'm not a nuclear sponge for you to fucking play jokes and then fuck you anyway. Like you did, fucker. So I have to hurry up and post this so I can open your fucking. I don't open behinds like you, fuckers. Take that in prison or jail too, please. Take that to prison or jail. And quit fucking around with me about it. And never ever make me cuss again. Fucking motherfuckers. And stay away. Where's my deposit? Who ripped off what? Call it all bullshit again, right? I see you did talk fucking shit to my face. Fuckers. You better let Tim out, whoever the fuck else you're playing games with, and give whoever, however, and me especially, the monies that you stole, the monies that you owe. Either that or turn yourself in and take Rackakis. I said take Rackakis and this fuck shit right here and put those fuck shits in jail. This fuck shit over here, I ain't got wrong, pal. Take that murder fuck shit over there saying fucking wrong in. And if you want to just lie and make me cuss and aggravate mayhem, it's called, gentlemen. It's called aggravating mayhem, and Mary's guilty, as I know it is. Right to psych. What the fuck is wrong with you, boy? And rotating fuck arounds? No image that could speak is the first material fact that you're a goddamn liar about need to go to be killed. That's tis treason this far along. At nuclear war, nuclear obliteration, motherfucker. You're talking shit to me. I told you we ain't your sponge for you to be a big fuck around in my face about. Why didn't you listen to what I said? Why didn't you listen to what I said? Judge and police and sheriff, phony battalions, phony badges, and all you can. I told you not to waive all in all infamy. Again, why didn't you listen? Fucker, shoot it, boom! If the devil told you to murder everyone and nuke the fucking place to smithereens, like Don did, and Don does, and Beto does, you're not supposed to do it, fucker! Who doesn't understand that? I don't give a fuck what kind of acid you want to make, what kind of acid acid excuse you're looking for. Fuck you. Speak your English. told you I took you out on the beach that day. I told you I did. I told you why I took you out on the beach that day. You're the fucker making all the trouble. I need to be killed. Killed, I say. Oh, yes, you do. Oh, yes, you do. You murder too much. So you think you're a badass that murders with a bad attitude now, right? That is what you did. That is you. Let me nuke. Let me nuke him too. That is what she's in the act of doing. It, he, they, togetherly. That is what I caught, Secret Service agents. Fuckers. That is caught in the act. You could acid test it. The only acid I know of, motherfucking murder bitch, whole enemy of enemies. Telling a lie, and nobody is put you in prison or jail and needs attention too now, huh? Telling a goddamn lie, a goddamn you in hell, let's fight about it, is all she's about. She could whip your ass, guys, over here and over here and over there. And RIGIBERTO too. Because I know what she did and what she does and how and why this happens. And I know it's something to kill her ass. Bluey! Why wouldn't I know different? And yours too, kissing her ass, doesn't want to be as bad as her. It, he, alloy, abusive flying saucer fuck-arounds. So everybody want to be as bad as her, like Don is doing with it. Same with you, Ray. Same with you, county worker, county aggression. Because you use your powers to ream and kill and rape that way. That's why you got superpowers. And that ain't superpowers I need. That's just a sign that you murder too much and need to be destroyed. So you're not gonna like me. I carry a badge also. Fuckers. What's the matter? You gotta call me now? Gotta call me now? Gotta call me right here in the building? Acid is all you got to say? Next thing you know, she's trying to suck my dick and fuck me, and then all you know is acid. And I took you. Make sure you know this, and I know you know it because you saw that day we walked out on the beach. What am I telling him? What the Pope? What are you talking about? And you lie about the image like you're doing right now. I said you lie about the image then, as you're doing now. First lie. You're not supposed to be telling, but you tell lies anyway. Like you did and are doing. A fucked up and butt fucking murdering president. That compression. CIA director, the same fucking problem. Murder all the fuck you can, laws don't matter. Like I said, you think that's a fucking funny joke. That emphasis. You too, John. Don't think it's a fucking funny joke. Bill Gates, fucker. Because every living thing in creation, because of you fuckers fucking around, ain't jack shit, is it? If you let the fuck go, it ain't, is it? Recording for quality assurances. I am my right. Yeah, I like the poor guy. He's been being nice to Tim. You let his ass go, and someone else too was in there, and I want to get him out too. I don't want to fuck somebody up unless it's RIGIBERTO, and then a couple other than that. Some people need elbows room. Some people did what they could do. Some people got a pair of nines. Jacks are better open. So no warrants. So it says. Let's go check a federal area and see if there's a flight marshal. THEIRE got something to talk shit about, right? I forgot to murder. How much acid did you take, boy? How is it we're talking through this communication device and you telling a lie like a boy? Only a boy would tell a lie. A mind of its own you don't like, right? A mind of its own, cocksucker, in your case, fighting words. A mind of its own, cocksucker. You want to talk about it? So you didn't know how to maintain when you took a little bit of a herb or a mushroom, whatever the fuck that might excuse you might think you murdered all butt fuck murder devil style you want. Don't know the difference, right? In other words, you don't know how to maintain. And you drink liquor and get to spin like a fuckhead? Gonna talk shit about it? Doesn't like a mind of its own. Like I said, right? There, you go to fuck to prison for the fucking rest of your life, asshole. Whatever is causing Steve to raise his voice, you see how I walk around on the bus. Hi, have a good day. You're not nice. You murder too much, you tell lies. Too much? Wants to escalate all or none. And I didn't ask you to escalate all or none and resort to nuclear wars like you did. To say zero tolerance. Fucker. Boom! Now how come you are not turned in and you got the wrong people in prison and jail? Warden. Warden again. You want Signal to be the chief warden or what? Or do you gotta go to jail and prison? Signal, you want to be a warden, a chief warden, or do you want you want the warden to put you in jail or prison? What do you want? Make it mine. I got things. I got to press buttons. I got things to do. You want to lie? You want to lie all the way? And you saw the monster deal too, didn't you? You did, though. You did. Phony warrant assessor. Okay, signals need to be taken in the custody too. Custody's right there, please. Thank you. Don't paint crap all over my face then next time. have here, sir, gentlemen, failure to communicate. You've got a big problem with Sandra Hutchens. You've got a big problem with Donald Trump. Big problem with Anthony Rackakis. Big problem with Rigiberto Jimenez. And telecare in general. And maybe 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 at the most, if we wanted to limit it to that. And that's all I want to see or hear. I want to trickle, and I would hope you would want a trickle the other way back to goodness, good work, good sides, a recall effort on Don's to get back to close, help and clap atmospheres. Security clearance is what you did and are still doing to the rest of the world, or clapped on and clapped off, because your shenanigans is not capital crime, and capital crime is what you're in the act of. A game warden? No. A toothpick, Steve? Yes. Yeah, it's it. You want to take a swing at me? No, 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 no. Are you sure? Do you take a swing at me? No, no, no. Do you want to stipulate a sci-fi just in case? You need a little elbow room, sci-fi, and escape clause, and a little stipulation here and stipulation there to get this kind of going where it's supposed to go to make a better impression. Are you sure, Steve? You want to come on, take a swing at me? No, 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 no. Here's a recent picture. In fact, I'm going to do a special deal with an ugly live picture. An ugly live one. Let me go get my camera. And you are crept up in your bed all wretched looking at, but still, you are not no real meanie, out of control kind of individual as far as thoughts, mind, attitude, any of those takeouts, security clearances above the P. Above the P, yes. It's a very difficult thing. We wouldn't be here, wouldn't be here. To tell you differently, if not for, well, let me give you a photo from just earlier, last 2 or 3 days. We were just here with it, right there. These are some ugly ones, and these aren't the full, what do you call it, prophet-like. But that's Steve. He's 60 years old, and he's been a security matter. Here's some nice and ugly ones, but we got some real good ones too. That was recent. That was like yesterday. And here's through the past, in the 12 years ago period, when he was working real hard, try to make some sense, try to get us to where we had to go, while everybody or anybody was either working really hard or were looking the other way. And a long time came past that you were supposed to not security clear classify as a mental case, and that's what you think you can get away with. It said Mary over here, she tried to murder me, wasn't it, a month or two ago, every day for a little while, there and there and there and here and there and here and there, and then to complicate things, one thing led to another, leads to another. A nuclear war. I did say that. And then this guy's jizzing all over the place. He's the size of a Milky Way himself, way bigger than a Milky Way galaxy. And to say threats, and who's threatening who? And if you think they're big, there's bigger than that. And to disclose everybody all at once, I didn't ask you to do that. Oh, acid now. Some alcoholic murdering succo acid user itself that you're asking to judge the case, fucker. Named Kathy, right? In on it, pre-planned fuckover. We told you to blew in the face, Howieson, and your men and your detachments, to say differently and nuke us again. Blew in the face. Don't use pre-planned individuals like phony friends, phony insiders, unless you can get to the point where they're not phony anymore, kind of get on a little bit friendlier side and work your way to that point. As we were trying to, but other ideas, huh? And keep it coming. No, I didn't murder. Get it. So the table is over here, you're up in the air flying around pretending you are something to do or nothing or everything to do with nuclear strikes again, and asshole shit, perversion with Germany, uh, ways of being a German individual, German citizen, so to say, and ways that you think that you can pick and roll a deception and a manipulation is Manny and you and them together, and Ray and county officials and whoever, however, can pull a hotbox a smaller type of offense, smaller offenses from the peoples that might have been walked into those type of things, like Ricky, believed to have pick and rolled like a parasite, raping people and making them, unfortunately, have a rectal, uh, a, um, a bad disposition as well. When you ream them and you're a parasite, and if you do this for them, they'll make you big, and if you do that, don't do that, they'll make you nothing. So don't get fast. Don't get wise, please. No, I don't have any guns. No, I don't feel like hurting myself or others. Is this a film that can always be blogged or flagged? Can a blog be filmed, or is this courtroom evidence? Did I say you are not Jack? You are a very bad predator in my case, in my court, looking for a fight and to aggravate mayhem and pick and roll a fight. Let's fight him. I didn't say to fight him. I said to answer in the affirmative, please. No murdering, like out of control, like when her inventory was trillions, a need to get her nut. And by authority of let's build a fast one, murder all the heck you want, gods don't count. That's what he did with Jack, the pervert guy at the WIT program. And whoever, however, you can make problems instead of get the cut, that move the mission on, prove the battle line, and move the mission on. See? But you over there trying to say someone else is a judge, you send over here to murder me or say you're a judge over there. I did Jack, a pervert. Yeah, my side. And that ain't what I said to do. It's so bad, so terrible a pervert do I want to see is all you got to say and laugh at me, right? That is what you're in the act of doing. At low, can you go? That's way too low. You got no class. You're all out and want to fight about it. And when you pull them aside, look, everybody's seen the murder. It seemed the murder. We try to put them aside, and I see, oh, there is something more of the issue. Or maybe it can be used public safety resource. Insure, ding, 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 pay the man. Polite, nice. No, I don't want to be polite, nice. That reflector field, reflection. So I better slow down on the talking about that, but sometimes it is a need to let it all hang out real quick before others get hurt because of your insubordination right here in the building. It's 7,500 dry runs, was it? The last 2 years? Oh, I was off. He did. They did say, I was scared. They talk warden talk. Whoa, come on. So come on, Steve. You had to kill somebody. Come on. No, I forgot to kill him, baby. You forgot. Yeah. Well, these were really, really nice. I mean, and we brought him back to life. It was reported, wasn't getting no corroboration. People you're not doing your job, not texting the right way, not being cooperative, unselling the job that like Telecare is doing still. You were supposed to be trusted to understand psychiatry and psychology in a trusting manner. There's enough angst and worries and fears and anxieties and real bad things to go around. We don't need more, sir, ma'am. So do yourself a favor and turn yourself in, and don't make up phony baloney stories of why you take this, not even really a person in any way, shape, or form. It's a mitochondria infused biological germ, in fact. As many times you try to kill us and still trying to do foul play. Guilty. So you only wanted about 10 or 20, 30 at the most culpability. Yes, sir, that's all I really wanted. That'd probably be a lot better. And something in someone's trying to aggravate mayhem and do the worst even more so than it is. Yes, sir, I'm afraid so, Your Honor, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, higher court, sir. And you can speak legibly without slurring. Pretty much so. Yes, sir. Affirmative. And 60 years old? Yes, 60 years. Now, had I actually laid hands on people, laid a hand, I forgot to do that. But there is that with Rigoberto. I did say the first time for you mail me a 45 with rounds, and we said that because he is the individual, supposedly a parasite, a big one, to try to get the others to be sucked up somewhat. But we give them their life back and a chance to get back on track, where it is they could have, would have, in other worlds or realities, maybe not have been so fortunate. And let me tell you something about justice, about when I see him and not conjure him up, sometimes the whole deal comes back to life. And don't ever, ever, ever tell Steve. Seems to be the slogan going on. Is what it was reported, sir. Reported. So I did not murder, and I forgot to murder, and you would know. If I told and said everybody seems to murder, it ain't really your fault necessarily. Ricky at the starting gate in a pre-planned started poop shoot raping everybody and caused those things to happen. And that's not funny. To get back on track or to lie right there. If you know Steve, he might be way more of a wimp. Way more. And you don't need an ultra wimp at this, please. You don't think you. No, I believe it. And that is a very, very bad person right there. And the P's seem to think it's a funny joke and abuse their rank and improprieties at table, not Kotex. How people are made, they're not made the way that you guys, we have to get this together. Doctor, I want to lie. Let's start a fight. Did I say, doctor, let's start a fight and lie about it? Or did I say to keep it under and inside and under tomorrow? Not Don Trump's got better ideas. The subject is every living thing in creation, for one, not to you. Because nuclear war and you saw it, the image said you saw it, but yet you want to tell a lie and fib that either the image is over exaggerating or If I found out, I'd be scared. Or refurbishment to dime a dozen. You don't have to value firmaments. Or there is a little bit of an aura at times of what might feel like a claustrophobic smell and sound of sulfur dioxide. Do something else, though, is it, right? Don't hear those out. As if to insinuate you don't want to hear that Steve is well connected. Do you? Enough, a little bit. And by making no mistake, I've never seen myself do really as good a job at anything as a really good job, but I haven't been busy. Well, one person, I should be passing the baton. This should be long your guys' deal by now to be doing this kind of work. Sensor over there, sensor over there, sensor over there. An Addison headache? Marketing? Yes. This far along, the sensor's parked here still? Yes. I agree with that. I concur. Come on, Steve, you can take a swing. You want to rape him? No, I don't. So someone thinks rape is a subject now, huh? Pardon me a moment, please, now. Please, Your Honor, sir, ma'am. Sir. So now the phone's ringing to harass me so you don't see and hear this. Note the time, please. Note my 597 number, please. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Your Honor, sir. The nice honorables, Judge Souter, and nicelies. This needs to be looked at and understood very clearly, please. Might look and sound vulgar. This is what you do to our friends, policemen in the units, trying to come over here, coming over right now, because corrections got the wrong idea and want to be party to this too. Guys too, you're not showing the guys part. Getting raped real bad. That turn into big monsters, all you did and do. Say F you in these manners and rape us my type. Judge on call, judge on duty does this. No, I am the right why. You're not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to brainwash them like you did to somebody coming over to fund our program and intercepted monies and intercepted them and did this to them and anyone that was nice practically like you're trying to do to Tim. Unfair? You had better either turn yourself in and do your time or walk a straighter line right now, answer in the affirmative, and don't take no for answers. Somebody nearby, please. So they look like at first that they know what they're doing and are getting over on you, the gal people types, but that's only short-lived. And Manny and doctors do these kind of things, and Jiffo too, to try to make you jealous and laugh. And you do too. Somebody laughing in my face, and it's funny. Then they turn into, before you know it, they're way down and not around anymore hardly. This is what you did, all of them. You played a trick on us. you're all proud of it and laughing too. Anthony Rackakis, surfer also. I told you this is illegal behavior to the left, illegal and deceptive practice to statutory seduction. And you think it's funny, huh, Judge Hicks? You're doing it too now. Caught on. And a guilty murderer thinks Steve's the bad guy. Want to run its mouth. That mutation, that don't see eye to eye for in a fight. That sees them, not Steve, not my property, sees them, these two, and whoever thinks like that right there. Acting as if Steve, who's supposed to be getting paid, protected by witness protection, to say the least, is too guilty to get bothered and be involved in it, too guilty of the same thing and worse, in your case. Laughing in our faces. This is a judge, too, I saw. Making a mockery. Contemptuous mockery. And this is the individuals doing all the capering and problems like I tried, sentenced, and asked to be taken in, even asked nicely to move them out of the way, out of the state, the two Rackakis and Hutchens. This is what they want to do to me and my type, huh? That is what you're trying to get at. And you think that's funny. You're laughing in my face. And in the face of a Lord, like I said, it might look like they were healthy or something and they're not getting hurt yet or something like that. But that's only short-lived, and they do rear end, devil style, like I told you never to be doing anymore. But you laugh and think, oh, you're so sure you're going to get me, and you're criminy in every case just about without exception, laughing in my face. And this is a fraction of what else goes on. That's so terrible a sinner and an evildoer. These two up here, Rackakis and Hutchens and Shannon. That B6 on the forehead right there. I say it is, though. I say it is. I say it is as right as I've ever seen it. To not want to see those kind of B6 integers, and you're the one predicating it, laughing in my face. But you are, and you did do that today, and need to be summarily executed, so to say. And somebody needs to hold you right there, boom, or shoot you, because you're a threat to me, and that's self-defense. And that equivalence again in alloy density standard SRFA communications, whichever way you want to translate. Him too. Nasir does the same thing. It needs to be the same deal, same treatment. You come at Steve, sarcasm, that your side, not this. And you knew exactly well because you do it too and did it too, Nasir. Kathy also. Here we saw Bob making a little bit. No, Bob, not Bob. Yes, you was getting a little bit of buddy friendly, like we were trying to hint at a little bit. And that's not a good thing to bad guys like you, is it? Get him out of my sight, please. So this is not newsworthy, is it? Because news business is too guilty of it. That's why it's not newsworthy. You need to be taken out. You're not to move. I asked you to freeze. I asked the court to make sure these two get either replaced or put somewhere else or something like that. But no, that wasn't nice enough. So you insinuated maybe you should be better off passing the baton somehow, or just letting it turn away behind your back, which I was getting at trying to do. Next thing you know, turn your back for one moment. And that is an African map. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. That is cartoon-like phenomena, an image that can speak, put on the cuffs on you, Sandra, while I was away, put you in a real bad place. Real bad. And so you're part, if you're not a hand, you must be part of this problem instead of the solution. But you are guilty as convicted, all of you. Say we're all like that to my face. We're the colored dude that make death threat tries. We're going out murdering. Let's laugh at you. And you're all so proud of it too. And feel like you're safe about it to do that. And I object, Your Honor. I object to those kind of either behaviors, those kind of solidarities, those kind of oaths being severed, those kind of deceiving and deceitful laws being broken, those kind of mayhem aggravations, those kind of perverted, detestable behaviors. And this, it gets really worse. You wind up getting really, it's very terrible. But you think it's fun and friendly and way to go and burn on Steve. And it shows. You too, a guilty party. You also. So what does it say if we all wind up being the other way about it? It says they ain't something to be able to save, and furtherance, it says somebody and other people need to send friendly type of texts, even if it's anonymous, so we can. But something else wants to say otherwise. Don't talk and let whatever happens, whatever. And I'm not into this whatever, don't talk. I disagree, Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen. Higher courts, a court, omnipotent courts, like I say, right? And why I say it for a recorded record. No one seems to want to contest and put their little a nice Skype camera up here, and all the while want to laugh and make a mockery. Do I want to see? No. I'm going to exit stage left right here. I'm going to save you. Over and out on that regard. That's why I call you to the stand in subpoena photography manners to either get out of my atmosphere and don't come back. Don Trump and whoever, Howard, Linda Alvarez and the news service. You ain't a la leche burglary a couple times. If you were, it'd be different. You're only 30%, did a la leche, a little grudge, the burger went bad, that'd be different. You use this as a platform to do every living thing off in creation and the earth. So it was supposed, like Howison still thinks he's got a run and mark to make and a mockery to flag up and pick and roll whoever, however. And I didn't ask you to aggravate mayhem or wage all in all infamy, quote unquote. So Howison needs to be stopped. Boom! And whatever that we make George Bush Sr. uptight, or even if his asshole don't even like my ass, whatever, you're supposed to still. The family in a deal we're supposed to be concentrating on. We're supposed to not monster units out of control. And also getting back to our spine sort of deal. And not murdering everything we can out in space, thinking that nobody's looking because we got invisible capabilities. And that if I told you that you made them, Steve, and these guys saw it coming and did a pre-planned screw over to it, that it really, really messed things up for our plan. And just come tooting some horn and says, some Steve the bad guy, like you're doing, pal. You're lying and knowing too better, pal, again. Is not a nice, you're not nice people, you're not nice. I refuse to go down in that manner. Had you been a La Leche in a real deal story on the Bible, it'd be different. So either turn yourselves in or get off my planet, get off my atmosphere, don't nuke it anymore. If you can't behave yourself like you're not doing, you were supposed to long ago answer in the affirmative, sir. Not classified, I don't understand that fight, America. I need to make a text message. You got my phone numbers. You got them both. One is a classified number for a reason. Not for Mary and Adler or whoever be a fuck around anyways. Fucking convenience to be a fuck around. Subversion, subversive, frontlines war, fighting, killing. My spaceships, not acid, wanted to suck my dick and fuck first for 20 years, and then we went to the beach. Why do you want me to take outright? And you saw Steve's behavior outright. Oh, he's a little bit kind of scaredy, a little bit polite, walk with the image. The image is gonna go over. No, I'll be good. I'll be good. And that was the long and short, a little bit paranoid. That's probably, don't be bad. Compared to drunkenness, you shouldn't be pushing those things on people then. You're the pushers anyway. You're in on it. Always was. Say always is your problem, right? Comfortable is your problem, right, Beto? That is the mark of the boom. I say it is, though. Who would know better? How major murder? Why are you coming over here then? Telling lies. Comptroller, camcorder dot. The military, everyone wants to tell a lie. I told you, about face, and get off my planet and don't come back. Love it or leave it. And if you can't live by the rules, GTFO, now. I told you, no murdering, first things first, do unto yourself as others. Now, surely my phone didn't ring. Check my message machine, you're in contempt. Hawaiian Gardens, Rick Donors, People End. You murdered, you lied, you stole how much money? I was busy being too nice. Still talking lying fucking acid shit, right? Shitter, people. Tell your fucking story to the 550 North Flower shitter, right? Well, let's go give this to the news crew and fuck them up and fuck their parade up then. They don't know how to stage a heaven to make out of this. Not a fuck over. I make myself clear? Huh? That's why I'm mailing it to you, fuckers. Steve, is that you in there? No. The rest of you want to act like you deserve to be on the goodie list, get the fuck out the way, the others. Vice versa, I mean. Don't forget to pay the man before you pay yourself and shoot yourself. Do me a favor. Like turn yourself in since you murder too much to pay to the nice higher courts. Need to know how to protect these individuals. That area of betterment, more fuller contribution to the courts for the safety of others and all. Amen, amen, amen. Over and out. Amen, amen. May a good Lord be protected from the far and in-betweens and nothing to do with peace worthy to find. But we do want peace worthy of amiable sidesmanships. Over and out, sir. Don't forget to not be paying everybody else all this money to go against life and pay Steve Jack's shit to fuck things up some more. Impunity damage award due. Thank you, sir. Or leave. Leave now. Leave my atmosphere. You blow it up too much. Leave now. You blow it up. You said, no, sir. Let's fight. Fucker. You got it. You got it, news anchors. I didn't say, I said to kill your ass first then. Before my ass. Self-defense. Amen, amen. Over and out.